We've been talking about the Vail Film Fest for a long time, and we have two very special guests with us who have written, produced, and directed a film that's actually going to be taking part in the Vail Film Festival, and I'm really, really excited to introduce you to these two. So I've got Meredith Kirkman here with me, and Andrew, remind me how to pronounce your last name one more time.
Tamarkin.
Tamarkin. And they're going to be giving us some great information on a film that they have put their blood, sweat, and tears into. Guys, thank you so much for coming this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for putting your incredible film into the Vail Film Festival.
Well, we're thankful it was selected. We're honored to be part of the 2019 selection.
Which is incredible. I mean, I'm so excited. I watched the trailer last night. Was very emotionally invested.
Wonderful.
Which is, yeah, of course, what you want out of a movie. So how did you guys create your duo?
Sure. We created our partnership while we were in college, and we just thought it was a nice pairing. She's a great director and choreographer, and I write and compose, and we thought together we can really make some cool art and engage our community.
And so we started with a documentary, and we turned it in, and we got into the Uber after like 2 days awake, and we were like, let's do a film. Let's do a film. And we were just so excited to collaborate and collaborate with other artists too.
I mean, I can only imagine, because the adrenaline that you would get from finishing the project would be through the roof.
We were just like, let's do another one.
You kind of need that energy to do a film. It's a lot of work, and you just have to be ambitious and bold and fearless.
I mean, you guys spent a decent chunk of time on this film.
Yes.
Yes, it was over a 16-month process. We started in January of 2018 with an idea, and we wrapped May 2019 with a feature-length film. And it's been quite the journey.
So, The Promise of the Butterfly. What is The Promise of the Butterfly? Like, if you could sum it up in a very brief summary, what would you say to everyone who's listening?
It's a coming-of-age story. It's a story that I think anyone can relate to. It's a slice of life. It's magical. I think it will get to the heart of anybody who's finding their purpose in life.
Yeah.
Or have children that are finding their purpose, you know, especially as an artist.
Yeah. Which I feel like is something a lot of people nowadays struggle with, only because it's such a wide field, and there are so many people competing to have that moment where they feel like they have that ginormous breakthrough, and this is going to help them.
Exactly.
And I think we really wanted to start with a coming-of-age story because we're coming of age, and we're artists finding our own way, so it really came from a truthful place. And, you know, we were kind of living the movie on the other side too, like figuring out, you know, our mission and story as well. And then we would fall to the lessons that the movie provides.
Yeah.
It's our first feature film, so it made sense that it was a coming-of-age story for ourselves, as well as the characters.
Which is so incredible. And, I mean, you guys both played such crucial roles in everything. You wrote it and produced it, you directed, produced, and you were the executive editor, so, like, this is really your guys' creation.
It has a life of its own.
It
We
does.
call it our child sometimes.
Absolutely a child. But it's been touched by so many different artists. We started with just us two, but then we grew to be working with like over 100, like almost 120 artists that were mostly under the age of 34, which is pretty cool.
mean, which is incredible. Okay, we're going to watch the trailer right now. Try
do
not
it.
to get too emotionally attached, because I definitely did the first time I saw it, so here we go.